Colombia has seen a mass movement in favor of Bogota's deposed mayor. A week ago, the government's inspector general decided to remove Gustavo Petro from his post. He is also banned from holding public office for 15 years over a scandal involving a failed plan to improve garbage pickup. This week, he travels to the U.S. to present his case in front of the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, arguing that his rights have been violated. CCTV's Michelle Begay sat down with the ousted politician to talk about his present plans and his future.
Deposed mayor of Bogota, Gustavo Petro, has had a tough couple of weeks, and this is only the beginning.
These are intense moments that are worth living for, but I also feel a great responsibility.
Supporters of Petro argue that the decision made by the conservative inspector general is purely political. Petro's progressive administration that banned bullfighting, tried to curb property developers, and defended gay rights is disliked by the ultra-traditionalist Catholic inspector general.
He won't allow me to govern. A candidate that doesn't come from his caste, who doesn't think the same, that doesn't have the same program, that openly told the voters during the elections what was going to be done in the city and won.
Gustavo Petro will now travel to the U.S. to argue that his ouster violates international law, as he has not been convicted in a judicial process.
Podría solucionar este problema simplemente aplicando la convención.
The Inter-American Commission on Human Rights could solve this problem by simply applying the convention that no public official who has been voted by popular elections, being that being elected is a political right, can be deposed by an administrative entity.
Petro's case has resonated internationally. Gustavo Petro is a former member of the M19 guerrilla group that disbanded in 1989, and his popular election as the Bogota mayor stood as an example to most of reconciliation. With ongoing peace talks in Havana between the Colombian government and the FARC guerrillas, many have argued this is a blow to the peace process. The rebels last month had reached a partial accord on how they may participate in democratic politics. Bogota's mayor has called on the president of Colombia to step in, but President Juan Manuel Santos has so far refused to take sides.
Until this moment, without knowing the full developments of our meeting, I did expect a president that went further, to defend guarantees and political rights. That is fundamental. Without that, speaking of peace is just an illusion.
Gustavo Petro has told us he will continue to govern and continue to appeal until this issue has been resolved. In the meantime, support for the mayor has been rising. A poll published this week by a Bogota firm showed that Petro's approval rating is at the highest since he was sworn in as mayor on January 1st, 2012. Michelle Begay, CCTV, Bogota, Colombia.